Do you remember that one U2 song? It was from their first album. Where Bono goes, I can't change the world, but I can change the world in me. When I rejoice, whoa, I rejoice. Um, that lyric resonates with me a lot. I think that a lot of people, they get these big egos and they think that they're like, oh man, I'm gonna do something big in this world. And it's good, actually, it's good to have big dreams. I have big dreams. But like, you can change the world in more profound ways. How you treat people on an everyday basis than trying to act like you're like Che Guevara or some revolutionary, and then kind of like treating people like shit, which like basically is like usually what I see with those kind of people. And I'm not trying to generalize, but like it seems to me like a lot of the dudes that are like, oh, we gotta change the world, oh, like a lot of times like their personal interactions are not tend to be very friendly. And so my whole thing is just like you change the world a lot more just by being nice to people in your everyday life than to like preach some kind of revolution that you can't even live up to. So, not to say that I mean there is exceptions, and I mean I know people I admire that have great leadership skills and they do make a lot of changes. But I just feel like it's more important to make the everyday personal changes. Now, if you can make those exterior changes in your community, all the more power to you. And I want to be more like you if you're like that. I appreciate people that make a change in their communities. But I think we have to start here first and just start, and then it all goes out from that, you know. I hope that doesn't sound like apathetic. Like, oh, it's just that, like, it's kind of like that whole theory of like when you're like get your kid on the airplane and your airplane's going down, you have to take the air first before you can give it to your kid. Or like, you know, if you're if you're like in the ocean and you have to get, you know, in a solid place before you can save somebody else. And I think a lot of people like that are trying to sort of be, I'm gonna change the world. Like, are they really on solid ground themselves? If they are, that's great. I would say they're an exception, though. So, I can't change the world, but I can change the world in me as I rejoice. Whoa, I rejoice.